and welcome to another cosmic video with me, Bailey, or B. I am a psychic medium and spiritual healer based in New Zealand, and as I said in my previous video on the Arcturians and sort of demystifying and opening spiritual deception, I am finishing up doing those types of videos, having finished my foray in that arena, and I will be moving on to more information and informative insights based on the new era that is of evolution on the earth around the return of the matriarch. And also this means the awakening of a higher octave of the divine masculine in our cosmos, and there is a lot of divine, and the divine feminine is already here in our cosmos. So the role of the divine feminine with men is to support and enhance his rise on the earth and in the cosmos. So I'll be coming out with a lot more videos to do with men. A lot of my healing work revolves around masculinity and supporting the rise of the divine masculine in our cosmos. And yeah, so this video is going to be about, for men, spirit insight for men. What is divine feminine energy, and how does divine feminine energy enhance masculinity? As in, what does divine feminine energy bring to a man's life? Because there's a lot of information out there about the divine feminine, and there's also a lot of females out there masquerading as the divine feminine. And if you go back and watch my video on the New Age Goddess, I talk about the deception with that type of energy, and also I talk about in the masculine potency video and knowing the difference between the false queen archetype and the divine feminine energy. If you go back and watch some of my divine masculine videos, there are men will quite frequently go through a lot of initiations with feminine energy and go through a lot of testing and trials in order to decipher and discern between feminine energy so they may know the divine feminine. There's also a video that I just did on discerning feminine energy with the womb. Each video has its own unique twist and how the information I'm talking about expresses. So yeah, I wanted to make this video and just sort of clarify what divine feminine energy is for men, because as we begin to evolve here on the earth, men need to go through awakenings into higher octaves of their divine masculinity, and that means that they need to start to know feminine energy in its highest form so they can be a match for the feminine energy that is enhancing and supportive of their masculine energy. So in the old world, we have known ourselves in relationship with the masculine and feminine in very survivalist ways, and that in a very patriarchal run consciousness, and that's no longer the way that we have to express ourselves here anymore. So that means as our consciousness changes and the cosmos opens up to these higher octaves of divine masculine and divine feminine, that means how we experience relationship and marriages and things like that also change, and we have to start evolving out of relationships and marriages that do not align with the heart and soul. So as more and more of these energies come through the cosmos, we start integrating and wanting to move out of ways of being that are no longer enhancing and supportive to our masculinity. And this is a process of masculine evolution on the earth. A lot of men are going to go through a lot of awakenings and a lot of illuminations to do with feminine energy. So, yes, what does divine femininity add to your life as a man? When a female is healthy in her divine feminine essence, so I talked about that in the womb, but also, you know, there are many different healing modalities out there, but when a woman is really healthy in that divine feminine essence, she has taken responsibility for herself spiritually. She's not looking for you to baby her. She's not looking for you to, she's not looking for you to sort of take full accountability and responsibility for her. The divine feminine, when she's integrated into a woman, makes the woman a grown, mature woman. And a grown, mature woman is not interested in a man who wants to play the savior. She's not after a savior. She's after a man in which she can sort of relax into and really enjoy his potency and his expression of masculine energy. So she's really looking, when a woman's really mature in her divine feminine essence, she's looking to work with you. She wants to be a part of you and your life. She wants to add and enhance to your life with her own unique feminine essence, because she is mature enough to see your beauty and not be threatened by it, and she does not wish to deceive, manipulate, or control you. When a female is really healthy in her divine feminine essence, she does not want to control you. She does not want to control you, because that sounds to me like a form of disempowerment. Sometimes when people try and control you, it comes from a place of wanting to feel more powerful over you. And that comes from a very low place. And that's not true self-empowerment, because if a woman was truly empowered in the power of the divine feminine, she's not seeking to control and dominate you. She's not after that, because it's unattractive. So, and she wants to really be inundated with your masculinity. And when a woman is really, really healthy in her femininity, and she's cleared out the wounding, the father-mother woundings, and she's really come into herself spiritually, she's literally looking to just sort of really, what's the word I'm after? She's really looking to become a part of your world. She's not wanting to, and when a woman's healthy, she doesn't seek to govern you either. But I will say, when a female is very, very healthy in her divine femininity, she will, if you step out of line, or if you've done something that's out of integrity or out of morals, out of low morality, she will say something, because she's that embodied that she will hold you to the standard that you can be. So she's definitely not a watered down woman in her feminine essence. And there's a lot of ideas out there around divine femininity that it's just sort of like the flow of the cosmos, and that she's love and light. That is very, very true on one level. But we are also in the everyday world, and we are also experiencing ourselves on the earth, and a sense of common sense and practicality is needed when it comes to really understanding the divine feminine essence. So, okay, so on a practical level, what would a woman in her divine femininity offer a man in his masculinity? Number one, she is open in herself to the right man, that she can offer spiritual insight and guidance. She can offer intimacy. So where do men go to get intimacy? They go to women to get intimacy. Intimacy is one of the great spiritual secrets of the divine feminine. Intimacy is special, it's exclusive, and it's only for the one man in her life. So, intimacy. She can offer different awarenesses and different insights and different points or insights on things you're experiencing, and help you see things in a different light. She could open you up to more intuition. She could open you up to more abundance, happiness, and joy in the spirit. So the divine feminine is very spirit-based. She creates with spirit. With her spirit and her divine feminine essence. And so because men are after a woman that adds more love and enjoyment to their lives, I would say. I would definitely say that the average everyday man is looking for a woman to add more love, joy, and happiness to their everyday lives. That, to me, sounds very practical. And a woman in her healthy divine femininity will want to enjoy you. She'll want to enhance you. And she'll want to surrender to you. She doesn't need to worry when a woman's in her divine femininity. She doesn't need to worry about, being in charge or any of that. Because she knows that you've got it going on. So, I'll leave you and go do your own thing. She doesn't need, and I would say that a woman in her divine femininity would make your life easier. But you have to be very mature to sort of add that to a man's life. And a lot of us are learning the difference with the masculine and feminine and how it works and how we can change our relationships. And I like to speak on a very practical level. Otherwise, for me, when it comes to even spiritual healing and spiritual sessions, if spiritual insight and guidance cannot be applied to your everyday life and make a difference in your everyday world, then what is the point? I mean, we're here on the earth. It's great if you go to cosmic. I mean, I've gone cosmic in some of my other videos, but also we're on the earth. So, the role of the divine feminine in your life. So she, in many ways, is the consort to your masculinity. She is the guide, the spiritual guide to your masculinity. She can add spiritual protection. She has intuitive and creative ability that enhance and support your life. She will most likely really deeply enjoy your line of work if you're really operating from your masculine authenticity. She'll want to be a part of your world. She'll want to know what you're up to. And she'll want to support you into more, as I said, into more abundance, spiritual substance and enjoyment in your everyday life. A lot of women that have entitlement towards men most likely have a father wound that's operating, and have not maybe cleared out some wounding towards masculine energy, and it's very important to remember. If a female has been really horrible to you, sometimes it's most likely got nothing to do with you and everything to do with how she grew up with masculine energy. That's very important to note. That a lot of females can project their father wounds onto men around them without even realizing, because it's so unconscious. So in a nutshell, divine feminine energy should enhance and support your masculinity. If you are in situations that feminine energy is making your life harder, you have to, it's really unenjoyable. Even just me as a female, it's really unenjoyable constantly putting boundaries on people's behavior. I think it stands for everyone. It's exhausting to be around people that you constantly have to put boundaries up. There's constant complaining and negativity. A woman in her healthy feminine essence has done the work to know that she is responsible for how she feels. She's not here to make you responsible for her feelings. I'm just going to debunk that one. So in the spiritual community, there's a lot of talk about the divine feminine energy and how she's just this wild and chaotic, and she's emotional and she's feeling. We've sort of got to really evolve out of that idea of seeing females in that way. What I've seen with women who sort of use that idea or the chaotic feminine, that sounds to me like there is a lot of immaturity to do with the emotional realms, and it's not actually okay to go around and sort of just project your emotions onto men and then expect men to just deal with it. Probably going to trigger a few people, but if you put yourself in the man's shoes, it's not nice to have that experience all the time. And as a woman, it's your responsibility to take care of your emotional and inner realms and go and get some outside support and help so you are actually nice to be around for men. The divine feminine loves to support the rise of the divine masculine. But the divine masculine also gets so much joy and pleasure from the divine feminine that he happily supports her. So it is a mutual, beneficial relationship and enjoyable connection to be in. So yeah. Yeah, I think this is also very important for other men to know that there is women out there that do want to love your masculinity. So yeah, I feel like I've said enough there on what is divine femininity for men. And he says she's just love and enjoyment. I'm just going to say also, it doesn't mean that she's a pushover. If you're after a wife or someone to raise your children, or you're looking for someone in the future, you don't want a woman that's a complete pushover, because most likely she's not going to be very good with children. So divine femininity is a woman who is spiritually mature. And she's spiritually mature in the fact that she doesn't want to pull you down. She wants to love and enjoy your essence. And she wants to be a part of your world and then sort of share her essence with you from a really authentic and true place. So, yes. Is there anything else I need to say? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's really important for men to know that divine femininity is not a spiritual costume. It's when a woman has truly embodied the truth of her spirit and she's living that out in the everyday world. And she's not afraid to shine her femininity into the world. That's when a woman is truly empowered. She doesn't shy away, or she doesn't, she's really about her essence and what she's here to do. Whether that be raising children, whether that be running her own business, whatever it is, she does it for the pleasure and enjoyment that it brings her spirit. And so therefore she's looking for a man that she can share that pleasure and enjoyment with in relationship. Okay, so yes, okay, so that was, okay, 17 minutes is enough. Okay, yes, really looking forward to doing some more of these videos. I have a lot of healing courses coming out with divine masculine, divine feminine energies, and I also I have available intuitive consulting and advising for property and business, but also you can use intuitive consulting packages for love and relationship if you are struggling to understand women or men. And it's sort of like a healing session in many ways where we can open up the energetics, and then I can help you realign to higher feminine energy, or help you in your relationship and see where things have gone wrong with the energetics of the masculine and feminine. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'm really looking forward to doing more videos on masculine and feminine and what's happening in our cosmos.